Hello everyone. Bit close. Incredibly close in fact, and things are not perfect. But guess what? It's here! The 1-to-1 Greater Manchester map has made it. How long the game will run for? Will it die? We don't know. But we're certainly going to give it a good try. As I say, it's not perfect. One of the things I will comment and apologise for out of the box is if my cursor arrow seems to be upside down. OBS has thrown a right wobbly, and basically it was trying to take the input for Transport Fever and stick it upside down back to front, which quite honestly I don't know how to fix right now. So I had to rotate 180 degrees and flip it so OBS would record it the right way up, but it doesn't seem to translate to the mouse, so I do apologise for the cursor. Now as for the map itself, as you can see, some of the rivers don't quite reach the edge of the map. There's that one there, this one here, and there's one if we race right over here. Oh, there's a couple there in fact. And up here there's one, and for some reason this river never made it all the way as it should have done. These rivers, oh there's one there, didn't. That river is a tad closer than what it would be in reality as well. It's not perfect, but I think we can certainly work with it. It's close enough. We do have, oh there's a line there, but you'll see if we just get the smoothing tool, that's not a problem. That comes out within a few seconds. And on the whole, you can see the map's fairly smooth. It's not got any major jaggies anywhere like the American map I was doing before. Bear in mind, I went and got this DEM data myself. I imported it into the map editor and placed all the rivers, all the sort of towns manually by hand, so I'm sure accomplished practice map makers could have done a better job, but I'm happy with what I achieved. You can see we've got the docks there, Old Trafford here, Trafford Park will be over there, Manchester, and hopefully this will all eventually fill in. We come down, we've got the straight canal run, sail really straddle this, but anyone who's got experience with map making will know how much this game loves to put towns through the rivers and destroy them in the process. So when I was creating this map, I just figured with a place like Sale, I'd err on the side of caution and just put it to one side, and we can link this all in anyway. Yeah, this is our map. Now I'm not going to jump into any time lapse with this as I'm recording this. It is Saturday evening, so it's, wow, 5 to 11 at night. So as you can appreciate, it is sort of very last minute trying to get this out. I've had a very busy week again, so we're just gonna basically wanted to give you a quick overview of the map. You could see what we're dealing with. There are some towns missing, or I say towns, regions would be a better word. Of all this in real life is pretty much built in, but finding names for the regions, because of course the regions are very big, towns are very big, much bigger than what this game natively allows, so there will be a bit of manual sort of editing and building of town areas, but that's fine. I'm happy to do that, and hopefully you're happy to watch that happen. Most of the towns, if I'm honest, will be getting a bit of bulldozer action anyway, to be fair. And as you can see, a place like this, we need to do a bit of smoothing on the terrain, because of course Transport Fever only allows for a single layer of water. It has to be a fixed height, and of course in real life rivers aren't a fixed height across the entire area or across the entire country. So we will have to do this, but we'll do that as and when we come to each region. I know I'm doing a bit of smoothing as talk, but yeah, all this kind of stuff I'll take out. If I get a chance, I'll go in between videos. If not, as we do each area, we'll just tackle it then. Yeah, so restrictions, as I say, it is a 1-to-1 scale, so we're gonna try and follow as close to real life as I can. However, one thing that I can't quite make up in my mind is there's a lot of light rail. The Oldham Loop up through here, that's all light rail now and runs through sort of built up areas, street running. We can't really have that if we use trains, but then if we use trams, it can't link into the main rail network as it does in real life. So that's a compromise we're going to have to make, unfortunately. I'm erring on the side of going with the rail network at the moment and making it a compromise with the street running. I've got an idea how I'm going to do that. I won't be using the trams to train mods, of which there are actually two. There's one that was released recently which seems to suggest, oh, it's a brand new thing and everything, but I'm aware of and do actually have a mod that came out a very long time ago that does exactly the same thing pretty much. However, I'm not going to use either of those because the trams, they're to a, I believe it's a meter gauge, whereas the railways are wider for 8.5 inches. And so if you look closely, the trams aren't running on the tracks, they're running between them, which I guess is a compromise again, and we're compromising whichever way we tackle it. So yeah, I guess from that point of view wouldn't really matter, but we'll see. What I'm going to do, yeah, this was another issue, is we've got some water here that shouldn't be, but as we won't actually be running trains or anything really through this area, we can disguise that. But right now I just want to come in, and here on the right tab, yes I am, I want to this one, tools, thank you. Oh, it's going to crash on me then. 1 kilometer, probably not 1 kilometer, 2 meters above ground. Yeah, let's go with 1 kilometer. Saying that, line this up. Edge there. Drag this in. Salford, Manchester. And I'm just going to plonk this here for now, which is a bloody eyesore, but at least we can see which way is north when we start building. Of course, there's going to be nothing worse than starting out our first line, looking the wrong direction, and yeah, it sort of all being out of shape from the very start. So let's work out where we can put our first station. So we've got our maps on. So what I'm thinking of is, let's go for Manchester United football ground. Zoom in. Like it's just a single platform. And if we go measure distance, see that just under 150 meters, 148.25. So hide that, jump back in the game. That needs to be another measurement in map. I do apologize for this. Right, so 625 meters. I reckon about that way. Place that there. Get out our station. It's 150 meters. Yeah, we'll stick with it. And here, one platform. And gonna go for there. That's our first station in. So that wasn't too hard, wasn't too painful. Now, next thing is just to delete that. Ooh. Monorail tracks. Don't know where they've come from. I just want standard tracks. Ah, I see. So they're for the amusement park. We'll come to that in a bit. Right now, to get in. Is our first tracks leading away. We've got a bus stop there. And 30. Now, there's not actually a bus stop there in real life, but unfortunately I don't have the correct mod in at the moment to get rid of the in-game buffers, which isn't the end of the world. And I think that will do for that station. Gonna level out the ground a bit. Of course, using STRM data, whilst it will give you a general feel of the area, it doesn't allow for where exactly the track should go and what have you. Certainly not in a built-up area such as Manchester. Be nice if it did, but in reality things don't work that way, and that's okay. Bit of a smooth job. Try to do that under there later. Really what I should have done was the same as what I've done this side. There we go. First station is in. And let's just take a quick look. Looks as if, yep, we're going to be running pretty much in a straight line, following the river round for a while. Yep. 2 tracks, then cross over and the river wiggles north. Now I'm going to say grab a standard track. Wondering where the electrified catenary was then. And then suddenly I realised that yes, we're in 1850, there's no such thing. Just bring this round. So. And this bit's not going to be perfect, I will say straight off, because there's a lot of weird shaped canal bits here that isn't replicated on the map. So we're just going to do what we can. And going like so. Way back and grab our next track. Now what I could have done, of course, is rather than starting with a small insignificant station that, in all honesty, probably sees very little use apart from on match days, I could have started with one of the main stations. Although trying to decide which sort of station in Manchester to start with is not as easy as it would seem, because of course there isn't really what I would consider a major station. There is Salford, of course, which is still undergoing changes, or last time I checked it was, and you'll see on Google Maps that it's in the throes of that. I suppose Manchester Piccadilly is probably the biggest, but that is a little ways out. For any of you that play Train Sim World and probably thinking of the latest route on there, of course that's set in the sort of 70s, 80s, and Manchester has changed an awful lot since then. So we can't really rely on that as a reliable guide for building our map. looking what our next actual station would be. I think it's going to be Deansgate along this line. Just trying to get my bearings. I do apologise for this. I know I'm pausing a bit instead of chatting to you guys. Yeah. As I say, there should be a whole load of canals around here which I haven't included. This, of course, should come down more like this. That to there. I'll stick that in, because this is going to branch into there. No, not happy with that. Let's that a bit further in, like so. Take that back out and try again. And brilliant, we have an autosave. This just goes to show how slow my system is compared to the likes of Slim and Grantee there. They'd have, certainly at this stage of the game, ramped off an autosave in seconds. How's that rendered? No, not happy with that. Do apologise for this. I just want to try and get this to go in as well as possible from the get-go. But if we don't, we start trying to cut corners already, then kind of puts us on the wrong foot in going forward. Much better. Yeah. Much happier with that. So yes. That's going to come down. About 65 meters. Putting, I guess, this tool you're going to see me using a heck of a lot. Unfortunately, I don't apologize for it either. It's just how I like to work. You've seen me use it before, to be fair. And need curved station. This direction B. Quite that bit, yeah. Two tracks. One. 160 length again, yes. Main street connection both. Ah. Connection A. Yeah. I'm going to do that. Delete that. And come back. More curve. There. Like that. We're looking. You know what? I'm going to take that. I think yes. That's good enough for me. I will take that. And that is our Deansgate station. Plus, one thing I've neglected is the fact that it should all be raised. I do apologise. I've looked at this before. Have to. Back. I do apologise for this. stuff. Yeah. Deep, actually. Not happy with that. Take it back further. Get that. Still looks like a roller coaster. I think reality needs to come back as far as this. To apologise about this for the first video in, and already I'm making a bit of a hash. But yeah, it's not great, but I can live with that. And then Put it in this side. This allows us to put our bridge supports back in. Not sure what's going on there, but not entirely sure I don't like it. Yeah, I'm just going to drag. Oh, auto save again. Wondering if I've got it set to 15 minutes and not 30. Anyway, so we're just going to drag that to there. Likewise over here. Just so when we come to smooth out the ground, it gives us a better edge to the whole thing. So you want to go into the bridge slightly, that's fine. Likewise here. No. That for now. Now it's a case of finding the right bits. There we go. Want a reddish brick. That's pretty much spot on for what I want. Gonna be the awkward bit. Trying to fill that in. Object length long. Also that will do it. Likewise. Just come in side initially. Shocking, so we'll have to do something about that. Getting a feeling these need to be a bit wider actually. That look, yes. Okay. Much better size wise. And we're just gonna put our bridge piece in here. I say I could have been doing editing, but we're running a bit short on time. Further into the series I will start up time lapsing again. But my eagerness to meet my own self-imposed deadline means I just wanted to get sort of this first video out in time, show off the map because it has taken an incredibly long time to build. It's been an awful lot of work, and personally I'm quite proud of it. Certainly for my first real map. Let's go block clocker. Thanks, problem. Ending up with too much of a step on that one. Mind you, I think I can live with that. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. I think we can manage with that. It's showing that it's not quite flat around here. Is a problem. See that. Yeah, they're a bit out of sorts there. Of course, what we're going to need is an infill like that. They're not quite that wide, so size. Not great, but I can come and touch that up later. Ah. Yeah. Spinning them round, I wonder. I'll be honest, I haven't played around with these too much, so ah. Now I think we're getting somewhere. Oh no. No, we're not. That's not what we want to do. We'll come back to that section. If anyone knows how to reverse them round. Yes, that's certainly going to be where we got to at the moment. And yeah, we're coming up to an hour. I know we haven't achieved much really at all, and I will have to do some editing anyway to this bridge. We do have got the A57 cuts across and under, and we've got what I believe is the light rail comes through as well on a separate line. So yeah, so it's the light rail. Which we somehow have to convince to go over the top of this one. That's going to be interesting. So to be fair, I believe the light rail is higher than this one. So by the time it comes along here and we go straight up, we should be in good shape. I'm going to pop this back in to remind me where we're supposed to be going. Slope. Too much slope because it's supposed to be level there. But I'll worry about that and fix that either in the next episode or off screen. Have to play with this whole bridge bit. Yeah, not a lot achieved in this first video. We've been at it for almost an hour, as I say. But as with these projects, it's always slow going for a start, unless you're just going to randomly throw down a bunch of stations and connect them up without much forethought. This is our Manchester itself. Got a lot of editing to do to Manchester. I'm looking forward to that. Likewise, universities down here. All of this needs to connect in. But we'll worry about that at a later date. We will certainly try and get trains running in the next video. To say, it'll be some time-lapse stuff in there, so all being well, we're looking at about 3 hours worth of building in the next episode, whereas this is a lot of time me rambling on, a little bit of building, a little bit of playing around with the bridge, and not a lot else. Anyway, I hope you like the scope of the project, what I'm trying to do. I hope you've enjoyed the video. More importantly, I'm hoping it renders out okay, so it's a watchable video for a change for you guys. Yeah, any comments, leave them down below, and I will see you next time. Until then, bye for now.